Hannah Taylor, and I have upgraded my camera setup a little bit. I actually have a business as a professional photographer, so I'm trying out my photography camera to kind of dabble in the video capabilities, which I haven't done a lot of, so bear with me. I do think this looks better, but that's not the point of today's video. Today we are doing an about me, which could be boring. Maybe you'll love it, I don't know. I did have to write them down in a notebook, not because I don't know myself, but because I forget things that I want to talk about and then I get annoyed. So let's just dive right in. My name's Hannah. I'm 28 years old. I am a native Arkansan. My husband and I lived in Oklahoma for about 9 years because we both did our undergrad in Oklahoma, and then there was a year in between, and then my husband did 4 years of vet school. So 9 years total. That is where both of our children were born. But we have a soft place in our heart for both Oklahoma and Arkansas. We love the Midwest / South. Arkansas is considered the South. Don't fight me on that. Don't fight me on that. What's next? I'm 28 years old. I think I might have already said that. This video is off to a great start. I don't know if YouTube's for me, but alas, here I am. I'm 28 years old. I used to be an elementary teacher in Oklahoma. Then I moved to a private early childhood center where I taught 3.5-year-olds. And now my plan is to homeschool my children or do an alternative kind of school model. That could be a whole other video. We might get to that. I also don't want to make people mad immediately, but that's me. My husband is a veterinarian. He's a really good veterinarian. He has a really big heart and he loves people, and he obviously loves animals. I am a stay-at-home mom, and I do a little bit of work on the side outside of the home, like I mentioned, my photography business. And I also dabble, obviously, in social media. I would love to turn social media into more of an income stream, but gotta start somewhere, right? Okay. I already mentioned this, but I have 2 kiddos, both boys. I'm a boy mama. I'm saying that sarcastically, if you couldn't pick up on that. Their ages 1 and 3. My youngest just turned 1. He's no longer a baby. And my 3-year-old is just a full-on kid. He's not even a toddler anymore. Time for a third. Just kidding. Not now. I love being a mom. Like, I didn't realize how much I was going to love being a mom, but it's like the best thing I've ever done. And I am really passionate about promoting joyful motherhood. And that doesn't mean to me like glossing over the hard stuff. Obviously, we know that being a mother, being a parent is hard. But I think overwhelmingly it is joyful, and a lot of that has to do with mindset and a lot of other factors. That could also be a separate video topic, but I love promoting joyful motherhood. My favorite hobby is walking. And you're gonna say to me, Hannah, that's not a hobby. I beg to differ. I believe that walking is 100% a hobby. There's a lot of time and planning that goes into finding good places to walk, especially if you have kids. A lot of planning goes into it. I'm very passionate about meeting my step goal and walking in beautiful places. So walking is a hobby. I believe that. And it's probably the thing I do most in terms of like things that are required to do as an adult. feel like I'm kind of rambling at this point. I love to read, but I'm not always consistent on the frequency of my reading. There's been years where I have read like 5 books, and there have been years like this year where it is the beginning of April and I've read 30 books. So I'm on track to read 100 books this year, which is crazy. I don't know if I've ever done that, but I got a Kindle, and I don't know what they put in Kindles, but I read at the speed of light. I just eat them up. I eat up those books when I'm reading on my Kindle. When I have to get to read a physical book, takes me a century. I don't know what it is. I've said the word passionate a lot. I just like passions. I am very passionate about hospitality, and there are a lot of facets of hospitality and parts that I'm really into and parts that I'm not as much into. But I really believe in building a village. Not only building a village, but being an active participant in a village. That's important. And that too probably will be a video topic later on down the road. My family and I are devout Christians. My husband and I, actually, I didn't say this. We met in the 3rd grade. We're high school sweethearts. Our families, we have known each other for a very long time, and we were both very blessed to be brought up in Christian homes. I don't feel like I really walked with the Lord until maybe I was in college. But I have a very close relationship with God at this point, and He has been extremely faithful and kind and generous to me and to my family. All that to be said, we are very devout Christians, and you will absolutely see themes of Christianity come up in just about every topic that I talk about. One last thing. You will not see my children's faces on my social media. I do have a private personal Instagram that I do post my children on, but as far as like YouTube, TikTok, my other Instagram, I'm not into showing my kids' faces. You might see the back of their little curly heads, or you might hear their little voices, but that's just something that my husband and I are more comfortable with. So just know they're there. They're tucked away, locked in their rooms. Just kidding. They're not locked in their rooms. They're napping right now. That's why they're quiet. I don't abuse my kids. Anyway, my goal for this channel is really, I just needed an avenue to yap. And I don't have the know-how to start a podcast. Plus, I like the video element. But I'm just here to chat with you. And a lot of topics interest me, and I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge to share, a whole lot of knowledge to learn. But I'm here to connect with you guys and make friends and learn from you and maybe teach you something. But that's me. Those are the high points. If you're wondering anything else, you can drop me a comment below. I would love if you would subscribe. This is a very baby YouTube channel. But yeah, that's me. Thanks for gabbing with me today, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. Love ya. Bye.